so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much.
Fulani blood is not good to renew one Nigeria. The Yorubas, their blood are not good to renew one Nigeria. In as much as smarter, it's like you went into the market, you bought plenty chicken, and you say, okay, let me just buy small goat meat to mix it. The main people that are being used to keep Nigeria one are the Igbos. But when they want to also crash the Yorubas, then we also send their killing machine. Just go and kill one or two, so that as the Biafrans are shouting, the Yorubas will also be saying, they also kill one or two in our own place. So let's just take heart. I say, for how long are we going to be the lamb for sacrifice in keeping Nigeria as one? My blood will never be used to keep Nigeria as one. But I will fight to the disintegration of one Nigeria. Nigeria have never stand. One Nigeria never stand. New Nigeria will never stand. So the consequences of our actions speaks after you are weak, when you cannot do anything. It's not the day you enter school that the result comes out.
Of course, not that day.
It's when you finish the first term or the first semester, whatever level you are. It's not the day you get admission into the school, the result will be given to you. It's not marriage. It's in the marriage that the day you get married, the day they give you certificate for you to know that now you are now qualified to become a man. So anything that is now coming out, you will now start learning. You get certificate before you start learning. That is the problem. But in the studies of life, you have your result comes after the activity of the day. And that is where the payment of the actions you have made, the repercussion, the consequences of those your actions will come on you. You collected money. Nobody know you collected money to betray Biafra. You're still with us shouting. Biafra is coming today. Biafra, we are counting that. We are counting that. We are counting that. But already you've compromised. You're just looking for something you will use to indict us.
Exactly.
And when you think that you have enough evidence, you come out to show your true color. But there's a reward to every action.
Absolutely.
Nothing goes for nothing. Nothing goes for nothing. Every action has its reward. And when it comes, let's receive it in a good faith. Not when it comes, you say, God, why me?
God, why you?
Why me? It's just like you're a lady, you went and removed your womb. Your husband didn't know you removed your womb. And now you got married. The man is doing everything for him to have a child. That once he come back, like my children will, whenever I come back, they daddy. You give them whatever you buy. The man is expecting that one day you will hear that his wife is pregnant. After 9 months, that somebody will come to call him daddy. Like just like he called his own father, Papa. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're going to hospital, you're going to everywhere, going to Babalawo, going to doctors, going to prayer houses. You're crying, God, why are you? But you know that what is causing your misfortune, that you're sitting right on top of it, you know it, and it's killing you. I saw Kezi Bazo dancing. He finished his tenor. He finished his own assignment. Now he's now dancing to go to the Senate. Because they recycle themselves. It's only the followers, the gullibles, no, their eyes have not opened that you will never be given a chance to come in. These people are inside, they are in a confraternity. And if you're not in that coven, you're not going anywhere.
At all.
And why you must come into that coven is for you to protect whatever agreement they have reached with the Fulani camp. You must protect it. But the consequences of these actions are coming because they never knew that the sacrifice they do every day, that nobody will rise to challenge the status quo, that is possible that somebody will break that altar, that agreement they had. They never knew it's possible. But Namazin Namdekanu came up and they break it.
Absolutely.
He delivered people like me. I was one of those that was delivered. In as much as from the day one, I don't know why my life was just like that. From the day one, I don't know. It's like I've shared it once in your program or something. I always see myself as a stranger in this country. From the day one, before I started hearing about Mazen and the country. Because nothing gives me a sense of belonging. Not when I'm in the school. Everything you must bribe. Everything you must pay your way out from it. Police will not stop you and address you as his brother. You're not a foreigner. Even if you're a foreigner, you're a human being.
Once they begin to address
you, they cock their gun and point it at you. Yes, you will tell them you have a right now. So my brother, let me take much of your time if I should continue talking now.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. I love the angle you are coming from and what you've been saying. And it's just the plain truth. Only that some people have refused to see reasons. That is a consequence for every action. Today, Anambra State is seeing the consequence of their choosing Soludo. When Soludo was coming on board, I still have the video on this very platform. On daily basis, we are hammering. Do not participate in that election. Do not participate. Don't go in. Don't go in. They say, Soludo is going to be the Messiah. Soludo is going to make the Anambra State like small London. Soludo is going to do this. They went ahead to vote in Soludo. They went and voted in Soludo. We are watching today. What is happening in Anambra State? I saw a latest video that was made by this same Soludo. Could you imagine somebody who claimed to be a professor? He is saying that the Igbo people should forget about presidency. Soludo is saying, why is it that Igbo people are talking about being a president? Why is Igbo people focusing on presidency? Somebody who claimed to be a professor. Why are Igbo people talking about? Why don't they look inward? They should focus on their state, focus on the states. Don't forget about this presidency. You are not meant to look at that side. Don't look at the presidency. Soludo, a professor for that matter, was saying that. When we were telling them, do not vote in this man, people never knew the consequence of voting him. Somebody you saw that the late Muhammadu Buhari placed in his own cabinet. For the caliphate to trust you and bring you in their cabinet, there is something very, very wrong about you. Anybody you see that the caliphate draw close to themselves, there is something very wrong about that person. Run away from that person. We were shouting on daily basis, shouting and shouting. They refused to listen. They voted in Soludo. Look at it today. Soludo is the one now speaking boldly and tell you, don't even think about presidency at all. Look at what is happening in Anambra State. Before I came online, I saw a rally, is it in Anambra State, one of the, I forgot, is it Uji or whatever, in Anambra State, where they were protesting about a man that was shot dead. This man went to take his wife to the hospital. He took his wife to the hospital. The wife wanted to deliver a child. The wife wanted to deliver a child. This woman took the wife to the hospital. He ran back home to go and bring hot water for the wife and some other thing that the wife demanded. On coming back, security of Soludo shot this man dead. I just saw it before I came online, and they were protesting. Look at the kind of loss of life you see in Anambra State, shedding of blood in Anambra State. The consequence of the mistake of people, the consequence of the action that people took when we were shouting. That is why I tell people, those of us who went to the University of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, those of us who are the hardcore followers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we see the end from the beginning. We don't wait for it. We see the end from the beginning. That is the same way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu operates. That is why when you see Master Simon crying and say, we will not do this, we will not do this, let us follow this direction, there is a reason why he's making that statement. And if you take it for a joke, you take it for play, at the end of the day, you will see the consequence of refusing to listen to him. When it begins to happen, you begin to cry and say, why you? Why me? Why me? Why you? But when you are one, you refuse to listen. Every single thing that is happening against the Igbo Biafran today is as a consequence of not listening to instruction. Today, look at how they have reenacted hatred against the Biafran people from all corners, mainly the Igbo Biafrans. Look at the kind of hatred that have been generated against them for no just cause. For they didn't commit any crime. It is not that they stole somebody's land. It is not that they kidnapped somebody. It is not that they want to take away somebody's land. Because they are forcing themselves into a country that is not theirs, a country that doesn't have you in the arrangement. You are not part of the agenda. They have told you silently, told you secretly. You
open that window.
And we told you, come out and let the world know. As they are doing their own selection, let us conduct our referendum by sitting at home. Let it be a massive referendum. You refuse. That's refusal. Today you are seeing the consequence of your refusal. And more is going to happen tomorrow. More is going to happen tomorrow. It's left for you. I still repeat, as those of you who will leave their house tomorrow say it doesn't matter. When you are leaving, have it at the back of your mind that whatever happens along the line is as a consequence of your action, and you have to take responsibility. Don't blame God. Don't blame Biafra. Do not blame anybody. Blame yourself. You're welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. Thank you for joining. Let's hear from you before they begin to go to left and right. You're welcome, my brother Solomon.
Yeah, good afternoon for here, my brother. Good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Bro, if I want, good afternoon.
Thank you, my brother Solomon. You're welcome.
It has been long now. We are not hearing from you. Even as I wanted to make a request for my brother King David to look for you so that you can hear from you once again. But I'm happy as I'm seeing you today.
I do. I used to come once in a while, but I'm always on.
Okay. I thank you. I thank you, who made it possible for me to see you, and not only that, see you in good health. It's a great thing to celebrate.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, you see, my brother, what you are saying today, today's program, today's topic is in order, and it's in line with what we are doing. And yes, it's true. It's true. Sonudo is saying things that is not. It's not reasonable. In fact, it's not good for somebody like him to say. But I will share the message into two. I will divide that message because somehow that message is just like a message to Biafrans. If you can remember, we told our people that they should boycott the election. They will sit at home, forget the election, to show our grievance and to show our readiness not to join Nigeria again, to show our readiness that Nigeria election will not validate Nigeria again in our life. They refused. They went ahead and cast their vote. Today they say that Nigeria rejected them. So somehow Sonudo is telling them truth that they should forget the presidential ambition. Instead of him to say focus on Biafra, he now say focus on state. That's where I find him fault. According to the judiciary, that's where I find him fault. He's guilty of not saying the truth. So you should have told our people that as you forget the president of a thing, we should focus on Biafra. That's what I'm expecting you to say. Not that you will tell them to forget the presidency and focus on state. What are you going to get on state? You must get freedom first before you talk of state now. So somehow he's saying the truth, but he didn't go straight to the point. He just stopped halfway, mentioning state. He's trying to mention Biafra. That's where I find him fault. Concerning the other one that happened to the man that shot dead and by a security official of the governor. You see, I normally say this thing to our people. No matter whatsoever you did in this life has a consequence. Sit at home. He say you will not sit at home. Other people will sit at home. You voluntarily come out and nothing they happen. Who are them? Nothing. We must vote. It's our own turn. This our governor is this person is a messiah. This and that. Once you come out and do that and finish, your consequence is coming. It may not come in a way you expecting it. It may come in a different way. You did not expect it because what did you go know how to punish people? You choose the best way to allow things to happen so that if that person can sit down and think of himself, he will realize that there's a mistake somewhere that this thing happened. This thing that happened to that man is not ordinary. It's not ordinary. If I were to say, or I just bring details, what happened, you will see the fault of the man. Because one, you know that when these people are moving, they are moving like madman on the street. Nothing come close to them. Nothing overtake them. You allow them to pass. That is how this convoy of all these government officials is moving here. If they are passing around you, you stand behind them. They will bring out their koboko from the grass, flogging people outside, even possibly hitting you the boot of gun. So such things, when you see such things, you avoid them. Just for the meantime, you go your way. I don't know what happened there, but it's unfortunate the man that have paid the heavy price and he's pregnant woman in the hospital.
In this very one, it's a different issue. The man, his wife was in labor. His wife was in labor. He took the wife to the hospital. The wife is in the labor room. Then they told him to go back home and bring flags, all those things that women use for birth. He went to bring flags and hot water. Just going to home to bring it and come back to the hospital. Walking out of his compound, they opened fire on him.
So that means they are waiting for him to come out. If that would be the case, they are waiting for him.
It's really heartbreaking. They say they are looking for. They say they came there to come and catch one of the criminal. That's the criminal they're looking for. This guy is not the criminal. They say they saw him. Why is he walking fast? And he's just running out from his house, and they shot him.
Hey. Just like what happened at the watcher here some time ago, I think last 2 years, some time ago, if somebody, a Mopoma was chasing a civilian, I don't know what they had. During that time, Yahoo was learning very well. He was chasing somebody, and that young man refused to stop. All of a sudden, the young man come across where another security man was guiding a supermarket. The next thing that the Mopo shout, thief. The other one that guarding supermarket now open fire and killed the innocent child like that. The Mopo man that chasing the young boy asked his colleague that shot him dead, did I ask you to kill him? The colleague said, you are the one that shouted thief. I killed the person. This is how the West people life here. This is how the West people life here. That's why when I see them have problem on the street, I don't look at them as a human being. I see them as devil that deserve not to live. Honestly, it happened here in the watcher, and the father of the young boy, cried. His only child in the watcher here. It's on social media, but I can't remember the name of that thing so that I can give you the name. You search and see it. It happened. Not one, not two. So it's unfortunate that it happened to this young man. Now, it will not look, it will very clear now when you see policeman on the street or anywhere, you'll be careful. You don't know whether the person drink. You will be careful of yourself because he can shoot. Nothing will happen. And then you see this case now, nothing will happen. Yes. They will give the woman some little change in name of compensation. We are sorry, essential discharge. That's what we will say. And if you might go and look, the policeman that shot that person, he might be a Biafra person or even an outside person. And mostly, if he's an outside person, they will cover the case. But if it is Biafra person, they will just do him kango. unless the young man is dancing their ringing tone, they will leave him. Maybe you detain him for some days for discharging unnecessary. Then tomorrow you will still see him moving with life again. But it can't happen in Western world. The person will pay a heavy price for wasting a soul, a civilian, unarmed civilian. You see how wicked they are. We tell them, forget election. Let us look for freedom. They say, no, must go and vote. Those that are vote, how far? How is their life? They are paying the price heavily now. And everybody is keeping quiet. What they are reporting on social media, fire outbreak, accidental discharge, this and that and this. That's what we are hearing. You can't hear the truth. They can't tell you that this thing was caused because of ignorance or because of something happened. They will not. They know the truth and avoid it. That's why our leader normally said it. The black man is evil. The black man is wicked. They are wicked. Just kill somebody for no reason. He didn't ask him what happened. Okay, where are you running to? Just open fire. Did he challenge the man? The answer is no. Did he saw him with a rifle or weapon that coming to attack you? The answer is no. There's always the man. It's unfortunate to the family. But nevertheless, we can't forget what we are in today, because today is another day of sit at home concerning our readiness to live. So I thank all Biafra who participated fully with all their hearts. Say, continue to bless each and every one of us that are doing it willingly. Not that somebody will be doing it with a grudge. So I say that we should bless and guide us until we finish this particular stage, because a lot of steps are ahead of us. By His grace, we will overcome it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. You have spoken well. Every Biafran that is watching, I have a phone number there. If you want to contribute through the phone, you can call through the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is there. You can call in through the WhatsApp number to make a contribution. You must not agree with everything we say. If you have a contrary opinion, you can make your opinion known, but make sure that what you're saying is right and do not insult anybody nor try to undermine anybody. Whatever be your own opinion, you must not agree with us. Just make sure that you have a point to make. Don't try to make yourself look stupid in the presence of the whole world, because the world is watching. But if you have a genuine argument, you can bring it forward. All you have to know in the topic that we're discussing is that there is consequence for every action that you take. There is always a consequence for every single action you take. What is happening in the Zoological Republic today is as the action they have been taking for a long time. The consequence of the action they have taken, that is what is happening today. The consequence of electing somebody who doesn't have common interest, who doesn't pass his common interest, somebody who didn't have a certificate, the consequence of selecting that man, that is what is happening in the zoo today. The consequence has become to the fact that Nigeria has become the poverty capital. Nigeria has borrowed and borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. They have borrowed to the extent that they don't have reserve anymore. The consequence is that the country has become much more insecure than ever. The consequence is that the economy have gone to shambles, and it will never ever recover again. The consequence is that the division and the disintegration has become a mandatory thing that must happen, whether you like it or not. So whatever you do, whatever you say, any action or inaction that you do, it is going to have a consequence. Have it at the back of your mind at all times. By the time you are going to conduct the election, you are going to vote, you carry your hand, you go and endorse your own enslavement. You go and endorse the enslavement, your own enslavement and the enslavement of your unborn children. The consequence is coming. The consequence is going to come. I thank Chukwu Okukabema for the Biafrans that are standing firm up to today. Every Biafran that is standing firm wherever you are, continue to stand firm. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And your standing firm has a consequence. The consequence of your standing firm is that your own generation will be saved. Your unborn children will be saved. You will be secured. As for those of them today who have chosen the wrong path, those of them today who has forgotten about the struggle, they are now talking about, when they open their mouth, all they are talking about is money, 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 money. You no longer come to talk about Biafra. You are now focusing on where money comes in and where money comes out. And even the people who are talking about money has been helped in one way or the other through the same money. The same people that are castigated has helped them financially through the autopiloted IPOB. The same Biafra, they have helped you. And when they were helping you, you didn't tell us that they helped you. You didn't tell us that money was given to you. You didn't tell us that you were sponsored in one way or the other. But at the end of the day, when you begin to demand for more than necessary and you are told no, now you change and divide and begin to say a different thing. You begin to go against the people that made you who you are. And you think you are not going to face the consequence of your action. You are going to face a great consequence of what you are doing today. Every one of you today that is standing against my sister Moneba, the people that my sister Moneba have worked for, people that some of them have had sleepless night for, people that the Biafran people have supported in one way or the other, and today you are doing something to undermine what we are doing. You are peddling lies, sending voice messages, pushing lies from one angle to the other. There will be consequence for your action, and when that consequence comes, be ready to face it. It is so sad that some people are so shallow-minded. Some people, they don't learn from other people's mistakes. Intelligent people, they don't wait for things to happen to them. You learn from what happened to others. You learn.
That's the king. That's the video I want to show you. I want to go out and come back. Let me put on the video. That's something.
Okay, my brother.
That's something I want to.
Okay,
let me go.
So as I was saying, for every one of us that is watching, any place you're watching from, always have it at the back of your mind that anything you do on the planet Earth, there will always be a consequence for it. That is why you must have to be careful. Be careful the steps you take. As long as you are genuine, doing the right thing, Chukwu will never forget you. He will never leave you. But anything you are doing to undermine this struggle, whatever you are doing to undermine the struggle, let me tell you, you will not go free. You will not go free. And remember, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Don't come and tell me that you were deceived. Do not come and tell me that you didn't know. Do not come and tell me that, oh, you were deceived. This person told you, you thought it was true. That means you don't have your common sense. Common sense should let you know what is right and what is wrong. And I can tell you outright that in this very struggle of Biafra, there is nothing that is hidden. Everything is in the open. So if you come out to tell me that somebody deceived you, or because this person told you this and this person told you that, that was why you are doing this and you're doing that, you are a mad person. It means you don't know what you are doing. It means you don't know what you are doing. But as long as you're on the right path, doing the right thing, Chukwu will always stand with you. But if you're not doing the right thing, if you're undermining the struggle, if you are doing something against the struggle, let me tell you, either knowingly or unknowingly, there will be consequence from that your action. There will be consequence for your action. That is why you must be very, very careful. Mind the people you listen to. Mind the people you listen to. Mind the messages you share. Mind the messages you share. Mind the voice messages you're sending. Mind the people you're holding meeting with. Mind the WhatsApp group that you are in. When you are in a WhatsApp group where they are discussing on how to distract Master Simon Epa, where they are planning evil against your own brother, where they are planning evil against somebody who is fighting for you, and you are in that WhatsApp group, you are very comfortable in it. Some of you will be there. You even